Welcome to my top 10 most anticipated comics for September 27th, 2023. Guys, I'm Mike Spider Slayer. Welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0. It's never too early to start that pull list for next week, and hopefully this list does help you make decisions on what comic books to buy. Before we get into it, guys, I just gotta give a quick shout out to Whatnot. Guys, using Whatnot is absolutely for free. I have a link in my description box below. Use that link, create your own profile, and when you make your first purchase off of Whatnot, you're going to get $15 off. Again, absolutely for free, no catch. You can buy whatever it is that you want. It supports the channel, so thank you, and download Whatnot today. All right, guys, let's kick off this countdown with the hot seat, and the hot seat is Immortal Thor issue 2. Now, this book for me was actually very slow. Everything was conveniently fixed for Thor. Everything that happened in Donny Cates' run was completely undone. And now we have Thor, who looks like is finding like this 11th realm or whatever it is, and we have these other creatures going up to him. I don't know. I just found the first issue very slow. I wasn't very into it. Al Ewing is very hit or miss for me. We'll see what the second issue has to offer here. Legacy numbering 763, 28 pages. This is a $5 comic book. The book that's on the rise, this goes to Unleashed issue 2. Really enjoyed the first issue as he had a whole bunch of Marvel's, mascots doing a fight. They were actually looking for something, and then they come across, I think, which is Blackheart, the son of Mephisto here, and they need Throg. So I thought that was a fun issue. The artwork was really good. This book definitely surprised me. This is also 28 pages and $5. Remember, guys, these books are going up in price. So if you guys love me helping you make decisions on what comic books to buy, and you love daily comic book content, I think you came to the right place. Consider hitting that subscribe button, and thank you all. Moving on to number 10, we have The Flash, issue 1. So, yeah, we got a new run on Flash. I love Jeremy Adams' run on the character. I actually jumped onto it very late in his run, but I very much enjoyed it, like I said. And now we have a new creative team on the book. I'm going to give it a try. We're going to see what it has to offer. It says racing in a new era. Different type of artwork. Seems like it might be a little bit darker. We'll see. 32 pages, $4. Coming in at number 9, we have Ms. Marvel, The New Mutant. This is issue 2. Now, this book was actually a lot of fun, the first issue. I thought that maybe it was a little bit wordy, but it definitely was the best Ms. Marvel book that I have read in quite some time. Ms. Marvel is an X-Men. There's an Orcus experiment going on in the college that she's attending, and it's underground, and she's kind of investigating and then reporting back to the X-Men. She feels like that she can, kind of overtake things, maybe put the X-Men in good graces again, but people are so against the X-Men, she's basically a lost cause. She lets Bruno know what her identity is and that she is an X-Men and she's a mutant and all that stuff. So I enjoyed that first issue. Looking forward to issue 2. Just hopefully it's not as wordy. This is 32 pages and this is $4 comic book. Coming in at number 8, we have The Penguin. This is issue 2. Now, the first issue wasn't half bad. There was just a lot of dialogue in the comic book, and you're just kind of like, interesting. But what you were getting was a different perspective of all the people that were in Oswald Cobblepot's life. And in the beginning of the comic, we wound up seeing the bat boat or whatever it was kind of sinking, and you get to see, I guess, the Penguin reliving everything. And then at the very end of the issue, you wound up seeing him like going back to his old ways. So it looked like he tried being good and then things flipped on him. Whatever the case may be, it was actually a pretty good book. We'll see if it continues to be solid. 32 pages, $4. Coming in at number 7, we have Ultimate Invasion issue 4 done by Jonathan Hickman. The first 3 issues were okay. I felt like there was a lot of nothing going on. The third issue was just very much pretty much seeing, I guess, maybe the characters we're going to see in the Ultimate Universe going forward because they were mourning a death and whatnot. It was okay. Hopefully the 4th issue definitely has some more action involved, and I'm curious to see what the new ongoing series is going to offer here. But so far, out of the 3 issues that I've read, I felt like the first one was the best. This one is 56 pages, $9. Coming in at number 6, we have Death of Venomverse. This is issue 5. It just is titled Carnage Wins. So the interesting thing about this cover, though, the main cover has Null on it. I'm very interested to see if Null somehow makes his appearance here. And at the end of the last issue, it did look like that Carnage was being defeated by, was it Scream? No, Misery, I think, or no. Silence. Yes, it was Silence. There's so many symbiotes, you can't ever remember them all. Fun series, though. I've said it before, it's like a summer movie. Just grab some popcorn, read it, enjoy it. 36 pages, $5. Top 5. Here we go. We have the Avengers issue 5 written by Jed MacKay. This is titled The Battle Zone. So you got all the different Avengers fighting against all the new enemies that Jed MacKay has created for this series. And I think he's done a great job at introducing the Avengers team. And then he's also done a great job at introducing the Avengers enemies. So I find that very entertaining, and now we're going to see them battle here. Legacy numbering 771, 28 pages, $4. Moving on to number 4, we have Green Arrow issue 4, and I'm excited to see this title back because it's titled Parallax Returns. So obviously, when you saw Green Arrow return in the DC Comics and Green Lantern return in DC Comics, and it's Hal Jordan, right, and Ali Queen, you gotta sit there and say, listen, these two are going to team up eventually. There's going to be a Green Lantern and crossover and all that stuff. And I'm excited that Parallax is making his return here. This is going to be awesome. This is 32 pages and this is $4. It's nice to see these DC titles come back after this whole Night Terrors debacle. Coming in at number 3, we have the Invincible Iron Man. This is issue 10. A very good series, how it's silently kind of like fallen into the whole Fall of X thing. And now we've gotten to see Tony Stark marry Emma Frost, and the way the proposal happened was a complete joke in the X-Men title, but it's a cover-up now and he has to sell it, he has to go through with it, and I'm enjoying this book overall. It's been great. Legacy numbering 660, 36 pages, and this one is $5. Coming in at number 2 has been a nice surprise. This is Blade issue 3 titled Bladepossessed. Now, we've gotten to see Blade do the wrong thing by release this crazy entity, and we wind up seeing him go after his weapons producer, which is also his ex-girlfriend, to help him in his mission to stop this thing. Well, his weapons producer, I think her name is Tulip or whatever is some serious crap. She winds up getting captured. Blade has to go and find her. He's recruited his person that is assisting him in stopping the entity. So there's a lot of stuff going on in this book, but what this book really has going for it is that Brian Hill writing is really good and that artwork has been absolutely phenomenal. It's a great book to look at. So this book has 28 pages and this is a $4 comic with a legacy numbering of, hold your breath for a second guys, of 31. Before we get to number 1, remember, we're not done with those noteworthy comics, and my number 1 most anticipated comic is going to go to Void Rivals issue 4. Of course, it's the climatic return to that sacred ring. So we got the two characters here that are going back to their home world, which is split between two different races, and you look like maybe there was going to be like a truce between the two, where the female wound up going against the male here at the end, and it looks like she might turn him into, you know, her people or whatnot. There's cool Easter eggs in these issues. You get to see some Transformers, kind of, you know, teasing that Energon universe that's about to come out. And overall, it's been a great story. I can't wait for this issue. 32 pages, and this one is $4. So here we go, the noteworthy comics. We're going to kick it off with Marvel Comics. And the first book we're talking about is Star Wars Dr. Aphra. This is issue 36. I'm not picking this one up. Then we have Moon Knight, City of Dead, issue 3. Next, continuing with the Fall of X titles, we have Jean Grey, issue 2. Followed up by Realm of X, issue 2. Not connected to the Fall of X stuff, we have Storm, issue 5. I don't know anybody who's reading this title anymore. Then we have the X-Men Days of Future Past Doomsday. This is issue 3. Then we have Spider-Man India, issue 4. Another Star Wars book here. We have Star Wars The Mandalorian, season 2. This is issue 4. Now on to DC Comics. We have Detective Comics, issue 1074. Next is Action Comics, issue 1057. Followed up by Harley Quinn, issue 32. Next we have Batman, the Brave and the Bold, issue 5. Doom Patrol, issue 6. Followed by Tales of the Titans. We have Tales of the Titans, issue 3. Then we have the newest #1 here with Power Girl, issue 1. Very curious to see if you guys are going to pick this up to read it, not those variant covers. And then we have Batman Beyond, a Neo-Gothic, issue 3. Moving on to the indie comics, we have Firepower, which was announced that it is ending at issue 30. This is issue 27. We have New Burn, issue 11. We have Conan the Barbarian. This is issue 3. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, issue 112. We have Alice Never After, issue 3. We have the second issue of Fire and Ice. This is issue 2. And then we have Edenwood. This is issue 1. So there you guys have it. There are my top 10 most anticipated and noteworthy comics for September 27th, 2023. I want to know what you guys are most excited for coming out this particular comic book week. And if you guys love my content, I'm going to leave you my top 10 comic book covers. Guys, this is a year-long contest where you get to vote on some nice covers, and you see if your cover can make it to the finals. So guys, as always, keep buying, keep collecting, but always remember to read those comics. I'll see you on New Comic Book Day. Thanks, guys.